All right, it's the afternoon on Q101, and it's time again for Better Know Ascent. It's Thursday, Better Know Ascent Thursday. My guest today, Rylan Van Unen of your Merritt Centennials. Hey, man.
Hey, how's it going?
Going great, buddy. How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
So Team Canada, they just won in the juniors. They're bringing back gold. You already did bring back gold.
Yep, you bet.
You got a big smile on your face. I got to ask, how did it feel?
It was amazing. The best feelings ever.
I can imagine, man. You know, as a kid, maybe you're playing mini sticks with Mike in the basement. You know, you guys playing mini sticks. You got a little Team Canada jersey on, and now you got to do it for real.
Yeah, it was pretty special. Everything you want growing up and comes true.
Can you describe for us anything that was happening in your head the moment that you put it on for the first time when you're getting ready for a game?
It's kind of surreal, just, playing in a place far away from home, different jersey you always wanted to wear, though, so it was awesome.
Yeah, I can imagine, man. At that point, I guess you are thinking like, oh, man, this is surreal, but at the same time, you got to think about the game ahead of you as well.
Just trying to stay focused and on what's in front.
And it was pretty nice having Joe with you, I guess, a familiar face to have on the team.
Yeah, first practice out there in the camp, he tripped me, took the nerves away a little bit.
Oh, he tripped you?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. He was helping you out then.
Yeah.
Nice, man. Well, congratulations, first
you.
and foremost, before we get into it.
Thank you.
Yeah, congrats on that. And is it something now that you can hold over your brother? Do you show him the medal? And say, hey, look at this.
Nah.
Has he challenged you yet to put it on the line in another game of mini sticks?
No, he hasn't done that.
Oh, man. Would you put it on the line?
Probably not.
All right. Well, we're talking with gold medalist today, Rylan Van Unen, and welcome back to the team. They're glad to have you back. And we're going to be getting another familiar face too, Zach Risto.
Yeah, it's good to have him back.
Yeah, why not, eh?
Yeah.
Now he's back to the Sens, see if they can help the cause for
Yeah.
another deep playoff run.
You bet.
Now, this is your second year
Yep.
in the BCHL. You've already had some memories so far. I want to ask, what's your favorite memory of the BCHL so far? Your favorite moment in a game, maybe a big goal that you scored?
My favorite moment was probably the triple overtime win last year against West Kelowna. I wasn't playing in that game, but it was still super exciting just to watch.
Yeah, so you were in the stands, and then you saw Seeger finally bury that goal in triple overtime.
Yeah.
And then that brought the series back to Merritt.
Yeah.
Of course, you guys
Finish
ended
it
up
off. Yep.
you guys ended up doing that the right way. You swept them out of the playoffs. So
Yep.
that's a good memory to have for sure.
Yeah.
Stefan Seeger, the hero in that game.
You bet.
What was your best part of the summer, man? It's been a while since we last talked.
Probably took a trip out to Alberta, went camping. That was pretty fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
So just low key.
Yeah.
And then
Just chilling.
anything that you worked on, like any specific aspect of your game that you worked on?
Not really, just kind of worked on everything. Strength, kind of, in the gym a lot.
No, okay, the strength. Yeah,
Yeah.
getting your strength up. That's a big thing.
Yeah.
It looks like a couple of guys were doing that. A couple of guys look bigger this year, like Buckley. He looks like he's bigger than last year.
Yeah. He's always getting bigger.
So we brought back Tic Tac Toe this year. Now, you remember Tic Tac Toe from last year. Only last year there was just two coaches involved, and you were in the play. So this year, you are the coach, and your three coaches are on the ice. It's overtime, sudden death, and you guys get the goal.
All right.
You guys win, but how does it go in? Coach Joe's on the ice, so is Matt, and so is Brandon. How does that goal go in?
Well, I'd say probably Coach Joe started off and fire the puck in deep, and then with Brandon, he'll just be mucking in the corners, Not a lot of skill there, but he knows his stuff. Gets it out front. Matty, with all the skill, puts it in.
Matty with the finish.
Yeah.
All right, so a nice dump and chase grinding play.
Yeah.
Joe just doing it the old-fashioned way, dumping it in there. Yeah. And then we got Shazi. He's grinding in the corners, and he manages to get that puck back out to the slot, and
Matty
then she
puts
goes.
it in.
Game over.
Yeah. The guy won't miss from there.
And what kind of celly do you see him doing in a moment like that?
Probably down on one knee, a little windmill with his arm.
Little windmill with the arm down on one knee. Nice. Now let's give that stage to you for a second. Let's just say for the purposes of this question that celebrations like cellies in the BCHL, they weren't really frowned upon, like the extensive celly, the extravagant celly. Yeah. What's the most extravagant celly you can see yourself doing after a huge goal? Use your imagination.
Maybe go bowling, set all the other four guys up and
there
roll
you go.
ball at them.
Nice. So we can look forward to that maybe. Like a big Rylan Van Unen goal, and then set up all the other guys as pins and Do the bowling celebration. We'd love to see that. That would definitely put some butts in the seats, get those fans in there. And as I talk about the fans, of course, we're led by one man. He's the team fan captain, and he's been the team fan captain for a long time. I'd follow him in to heck and back for sure. He's the guy that leads the charge, and you know him well, Jerry Dingleberry.
Yeah.
So any new developments this year that you can tell us about Jerry Dingleberry, a personal story?
I think his cheers are getting louder. Starting to hear more out there,
What do you think you could credit that to?
Did
Did he start drinking something different, like some tea or something?
Some maybe.
Yeah,
Some kind of tea.
so he actually upped his decibel level this year.
Yeah, I think so. For sure.
Well, that's why he's the team fan captain. I mean, when last year, we were thinking, how could this guy get any louder? But he did it. He did it this year, and
Yeah, he did.
he continues to lead the charge, and we're grateful for that. The team fan captain, Jerry Dingleberry, getting props from your Merritt Centennials. Rylan Van Unen this time. And when we talk hockey, we talk Superstition here, too. Do you subscribe to the Superstitions?
Nothing crazy, really. I don't know.
Nothing crazy? Well, let's
Just like to sit out in the rink, after warm up, focus a little bit.
So you sit out in your gear?
No, just in
Okay.
my shorts and.
Oh, okay, so you sit in the stands after a warm-up and just look out on the ice and think about the plays that could be.
Yeah.
All right, so we've heard some pretty weird ones before. Now, growing up in hockey, I'm assuming that you've seen some different ones out there.
Yeah.
As far as Superstition goes, what's the weirdest one that you've seen?
I don't know. We don't really have many weird ones this year, but
Maybe not on the sense, but just a weird one that you've seen in your hockey life.
I don't know. Maybe just guys that keep their stick off the ground until they touch the ice.
The whole stick?
Yeah,
or just the blade?
The whole stick.
Okay, so where do they put it? Like on the coat hangers?
Yeah. Just hang it
Okay.
up there.
Really?
Yeah.
So it can't touch the ground.
Nope. Not at all.
But in intermission, it's fine, or in intermission, do
it's
they
back up there.
They put it back up on the coat hangers?
Only touches the ice.
So the stick only touches the ice. How about you? You would let your stick touch the ground?
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't
Not too
subscribe
worried
to
about it.
All right, so there we go. The weirdest one that we've seen, that we've heard of this week. Can't let those sticks touch the ground. Actually, I just got a brand new goal scorer for my beer league.
Nice.
I plan on using that tonight, actually.
Yeah.
Brand new goal scorer, man. I wonder if I should just put it up on the coat hanger, let it sit there nice.
Keep it clean.
Keep it clean, man. I know that you guys have taken us, the fans, inside the dressing room before, so it's time now to do that once again, if we can. Take us, the fans, inside the dressing room and let us know the Centennials word of the week. What's a new word that we can learn?
Might have to go with Schwar.
Okay, Schwar.
Yeah.
So what does Schwar mean?
Doesn't really have a meaning. Just someone said something wrong and we get on his back about it.
Okay, so somebody
be
says
quiet.
something wrong. I'm trying to find out the context of this. So somebody says something wrong and you call them out by saying
just
that they're-
mispronounced it. He was reading a book there. It said Schwar instead of choir.
Oh, okay. So that's where it started. Somebody was reading a book, and they thought choir was Schwar.
Yeah.
So now, whenever somebody gets something wrong, I guess,
Yeah.
or if they get a
just
lead.
the one guy. We'll let him know.
Okay, which guy? Can you name names?
Nah, probably shouldn't.
All right. So one of the Merritt Centennials thought choir was Schwar, and now that turned into a thing. So let's put this in context for a second. So you guys just use it towards this guy?
Yeah.
You just say Schwar over and over to him?
Yeah, if he's getting on your back or something, you just say Schwar. And
Yeah.
he
So if
knows.
he's making fun of you or something, then they hey, Schwar. Does that ring a bell to you, buddy? Schwar? Remember that? And then he says, oh, okay, all right, fine.
Yeah.
All right, so the Centennials word of the week this week, Schwar, courtesy of Rylan Van Unen. One of the Merritt Centennials say it, but we're not sure who. That's okay. We can let you keep that to yourself. So it is your second year. You have one more year after this. Is there any particular goal that you have by the time your BCHL career is done, other than winning the Fred Page Cup, of course?
No.
Any personal goal that you might have?
I think that's the main one there. Just focused on that, really.
Just get that cup.
Yeah.
Good answer. I mean, you only have 3 years to do it, right, in the BCHL. So that's the unique thing about this league.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty prestigious trophy, I think. I mean,
Yeah, it is.
you don't. I mean, last year was just a Cinderella story getting to that point.
Yeah.
And then I think that in the BCHL, any team can pretty much win on any night. So
Yeah. whoever wants it more is gonna win.
That's right, man. So let's hope that you can get that goal before your BCHL career is up.
Yeah.
All right, we're talking with Rylan Van Unen today, forward for your Merritt Centennials. And now it's time to see if I can make him laugh. I was talking with you about Superstition before.
Yeah.
This one guy on my beer league team, he's kind of a weird duck. He's an odd duck himself.
All right.
Oftentimes, I see him in the dressing room before a game would start, and he tucks his knees into his chest, and then he leans forward, and he does that constantly. Always tucking his knees into his chest and then leaning forward. I said, buddy, why do you keep doing that? You're tucking your knees into your chest and you're leaning forward and you keep doing that before every game. And he's like, hey, baby, that's just how I roll.
I get it. He's rolling around the room. A little ball.
Yeah, that's this week's joke of the week. I got a nice W this time. Yeah. Got Rylan Van Unen on the show, and we end it this year by giving you the last word. Is that wise?
Sure.
Yeah. All right, we'll give you the last word, and it's the Sense request. What song would you like to play?
Green Light by Florida.
The Sense win song, in other words.
You bet.
Okay, listener, that's we've talked about this before. That is the song that the Sens like to play every time they get a win. And I have been fortunate enough to have a rec league, a beer league game, right after you guys had a game. Yeah. And you guys won that game. And not only did you win it, you got a shutout during this particular game that I'm talking about. And you guys were pumping that song.
Oh, yeah.
And I was the dressing room right beside you guys. So we were getting pumped because of it.
Yep.
And we won that game too.
That's good.
I'm happy to say. All right, so it's Pitbull, it's Green Light. Courtesy of Rylan Van Unen. Thanks for coming on the show, man.
Thanks for having me.